Okay, hi, good morning. This is Keisha White here. I help coaches and consultants create premium brands to help them attract more 4 and 5 figure clients to their businesses. If you haven't checked it out yet, I have a free training all about how coaches and consultants are creating premium positioning with their brands to attract more of their ideal clients. So you can get access to that training at the link in my bio or above or below this video, depends on where you're watching. So here in today's video, I am going to talk about capturing more leads from your website. So your website is a wonderful place to capture more leads for your coaching or your consulting business. And the only thing though, a lot of people really are not taking advantage of this because they don't really have a captivating lead magnet to entice people to even give you their email address in the first place. So all a lead magnet is something that a potential client or someone who just is interested in learning more about you, it's something, a valuable offer that you give them for free in exchange for them giving you their email address. And this is super important because about 97% of the traffic that hits your website is not going to be ready to work with you today. And there's no need to really look at that as like a missed opportunity, because if you can capture the contact information of some of those people, you can have them on your email list, you can show off your value and show them how knowledgeable you are at what you do. And then you can see those people eventually turning into clients anyway. So I have 5 quick ideas for some lead magnets that you can create. These are all super easy to do and you can do them yourself. So so I'm going to get into those 5 right now. So number 1 is a free video training. So video is one of the best ways to connect with your audience now. So a free video training is a wonderful way to really entice people, to help them to really see your face, to see how you speak, and to even feel more connected with you. So in a video training, what you will want to do is think about a common problem that your ideal client usually experiences, and what's a way where you can give them a quick win for a small problem that they have, or like what is that problem that's really keeping them up at night, what's one of their biggest issues, and create a free video training around that. And then you can link to that video training on your website. And the video does not have to be extremely long. I would recommend maybe 15 to 30 minutes for the video, and that's pretty much it, because a lot of times people may not watch the full thing, so you don't want it to be too long. And you can just simply record one on your webcam. I'm using a webcam now for this if you want to show your face, or if you have a camera at home, or even iPhones are great if you flip them horizontally to record your video with your phone. So so that is the first way and first lead magnet that you can use. So number 2 is to create a free PDF or a workbook. So these are really easy to create as well. And like when you're coming up with your subject, you can do the same thing that you do with the video. So all you would do is just think of a common problem or issue that your target client experiences, and then think of maybe a 3 to 5 step process that you can give them to help them overcome it in like PDF form or in workbook form. And the way you decide if you want to do PDF versus workbook, a PDF is just something that they would read and kind of digest, almost more like a book, a really short form of a book. And then if you want to make it into a workbook, this is something that would kind of make them have to interact and take some action more. So maybe you have some questions and some prompts throughout the PDF to ask them questions and to get their thoughts and ideas and wheels turning as they work through it. So the format that you use is totally up to you and what you think would help them to get the best result. And then it's easy to type this up. You can type it up in like a Word document and then just save it as a PDF. And then if you want to get a little more fancy, you can put it into a tool like Canva. And Canva is a free graphic design tool online. So it's free, not like Photoshop or Illustrator where you have to pay. So it's a free graphic design tool. You can put your content in there and maybe add some nice branding to it and make it look great. But this is something I actually help clients with if they want a free PDF for their incentive. I actually design it for them to match their brands and connect it to their website. So on to number 3. So number 3 is you can try a quiz. So quizzes are really fun because when you think about back in the day when you would be in the magazines, or I forget the magazines that had them, but sometimes it would be like, what type of pop star are you, or what type of hairstyle fits you? And you can do that for your business. So you can, like, let's say if you're a business coach, you can have a quiz that's maybe like, what type of business owner are you? And then you can categorize it into maybe 4 categories. And then you can have people go through a quiz where you create a series of questions to help them to figure out what their result would be. And then based on their result, then you can share some helpful tips showing off your knowledge and your expertise with their quiz result. And then the way you make sure they you're capturing your email is that you require them to enter in their email at the end to get the result. So these are easy to create, really fun and interactive for people. People love taking these to see what result they would get to. And you can do this for any business type. Just think of any 4 categories or 4 ways that you could categorize your ideal clients or people you work with, or even some of their, I don't know, maybe the way they operate or they do business, or certain issues they may have, if you can categorize those. So whatever it is, you can create your 3 to 4 categories and then show off your expertise when they get their result. And you can create these really easily with Typeform or Interact. So those are good tools that you can use for those. So our 4th thing is a resource library. So this does take a bit more work. As you can see, it has the word library in it, so it sounds like a lot of information, which it is. But it kind of takes things a step further, because sometimes people make it a little jaded with just one free PDF. So it's like, well, if you have a whole library of resources around your subject area, then a resource library is a great option as well. So this is mainly for someone if you have a bunch of different PDFs and workbooks or something that are already created, or even exclusive videos that you've already created that you haven't really published out to the public. You just want to put those in a resource library. And all that means is that on your website, you can have a page that's password protected. So only people with the password can get access to it. And it's really easy to set that up, especially if you use a platform like Squarespace. Extremely easy. You can just select that you want that to be a password protected page, and anyone who looks at it, they will have to have a password to see it. And then as far as your access, you would want to put an automated email in place. So once people get access to the library, then they get the password emailed to them automatically. So that way they know what the password is, and they can get in there and check out the resources. And you can do that with your email service provider, like a MailChimp, ConvertKit, or whatever you decide to use. And then our very last opt-in incentive is an email challenge. So these are fun to do as well, because you can help your target clients get a small transformation over a series of several days. So I would recommend maybe keeping these around maybe 3 to 5 days, or maybe 7 at the most. I think I sometimes see people do that, but you don't want to make it too long, because you really want people to participate and not drop off. So create some type of challenge around maybe a common problem that they may be experiencing, and then you can break that challenge down into 5 steps, like if it's a 5-day challenge. And then that way, there is a easy, digestible way for them to create a small transformation, and then they kind of get used to seeing you show up in their inbox consistently too, because they'll be like kind of expecting to see that email every day from you to participate in the challenge. And this is super easy to set up in your email service provider. Again, you can set this up in somewhere like MailChimp or ConvertKit, and that way the emails are going out automatically whenever someone signs up. So those are my 5 lead magnet tips to capture more leads on your website. All of these can be placed on email sign-up forms on your website to make it super easy. And you can even do pop-ups as well, because sometimes a pop-up is great. And you can even put these in different places on the website. So whether you have it on your home page, in the footer, the sidebar of a blog, the key with email incentives on a site is to put it on your website multiple times so people have a chance to see it. So that is it for me for this video. And again, if you haven't checked out my training yet on how to create premium branding for your business, definitely be sure to check it out right now. I cover my branding formula there, and you will definitely enjoy it. So you enjoy the rest of your day, and thanks for tuning in.